Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Albert and today I have this BMW E92 M Sport Coupe in this beautiful blue color. Now this is the sport version of the 3 Series, which means that this car has to be freaking brilliant when you drive it around town and around village or around, give me something because I don't know what to say anymore. Today I got this car from my friends at CarZ. This car is advertised for sale. Now CarZ are a specialized second-hand car dealership located in Ipswich. All the cars that they have, they come with 6 months RAC warranty, which is extendable up to 3 years. All of them have fresh MOT. If you have a low credit score, well, CarZ can provide you finance, as well as they can deliver the car all the way across UK. So check out the link below and we'll look at this beauty. Maybe you want to buy it. carz.co.uk. So talking about the BMW 3 Series. Now there are a lot of things to say about the BMW 3 Series because this is an icon car for BMW. Starting with the old E36, E46 and now the E90. Well, especially this one, the E92. As you look at the front end, this car is so sharp that you can actually cut yourself just by looking at it. It has this huge front kidney grille that actually is a BMW trademark. Also, the M Sport pack brings more value to the car.
The front end of the BMW E92 features a sleek and modern design that exudes sophistication and sportiness. The front bumper of the car is also designed to enhance its sporty character. It features large air intakes that improve the car's aerodynamics and provide cooling for the engine and brakes. The hood of the BMW flows smoothly into the front fascia, giving the car a streamlined and muscular appearance. Overall, the front end of the BMW is a striking and stylish design that perfectly captures the car's blend of luxury and performance. It is a great example of BMW's commitment to creating cars that not only look good but also deliver an exceptional driving experience.
This one stands out from the standard E92 models with this aggressive front end. We have this M Sport pack, which looks insanely good. We have these big xenon headlights, which they have LED daytime running lights. These ones are in a pure bright white, which it's distinctive over the older models, which they had that yellowish angel eyes, as BMW calls them. From the side, you can admire the sleek curves and the sharp lines that gives this car a unique look. Also, you have these 19-inch M Sport wheels, and of course the M Sport pack continues. Now this car has an M Sport suspension, and it's more down to earth. Let's say it like this. This car is very sharp when you drive it around town, when you drive it around countryside roads, and it's very stable. It's very precise. Also, the steering of this car is hydraulic, which means that you are very connected to the car. But let's get back to the side of it. We do have these mirrors, which this one has carbon fiber over them, which they look nice. It gives this car a unique look. One thing that I like, and this is something that BMW has on all of their cars, is this shark wing over here, which I don't know if all of you know or some of you don't know, but actually this has the antenna for the GPS and for the radio, and it's something unique and distinctive for BMW cars.
Under the hood, the BMW has a 2-liter diesel engine which produces 181 horsepower and 380 Newton meters. This car also comes with an automatic 6-speed gearbox provided by ZF, which changes gears really smooth and sends this car from 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds. Now, one interesting aspect is that the fuel consumption of the car is quite low, and BMW claims that you can do between 50 and 60 miles per gallon, which is quite impressive. Considering that you have a sport car, very economical.
The rear end of the BMW 3 Series Coupe. This rear end is as sleek and good looking as the front end of the car. We don't have any badges on it because this car has been debadged, but there are some things that are worth mentioning, like the L-shaped LED tail lights, which gives this car a modern look, and they do look good when they are on. Also, right here we have this rear diffuser, which is, well, in this grayish color to emphasize the sportiness of the car. We do have the exhaust, which of course this is a single exhaust due to the fact that this is a 2-liter diesel engine, and we have here the parking sensors. Now there's one thing regarding this car: this one doesn't have full parking sensors like back in front. This one just has the rear parking sensors, but they're quite helpful when you need to park this car closer to the other cars, or I don't know, closer to a wall probably. Now it's time to check out the cargo that you can actually put in the boot or in the trunk. So there are two ways you can actually open the boot with. Either you press this button over here on the key, or you have the physical button here. Now the cargo space of the BMW 3 Series Coupe is decent. Well, something. By the way, this is the triangle for safety, which is placed right here in the car. So let's talk about the cargo space. Now this car has 440 liters of cargo space, which is decent considering that this is not a very big coupe. It's not small either, but it actually doesn't enter the big size coupe like the CLs or the 8 series, or even the 6 series is a little bit bigger. Now inside the 3 series, this is a very nice place to be in. The quality of the materials is very high. We have in the dashboard these beautiful 2 cup holders, which, you know that I'm a fan of having cup holders in my cars, but in this car they are very practical, and when you don't need them, you just can hide them away here. This is a feature that newer BMWs don't have, but I really love this feature on this one. The whole cabin space is very elegant, is very stylish, and BMW tried to keep the simplicity of the dashboard. It's very elegant, it's very stylish, and everything in this car was properly done. You do have these sport seats, which they're elegant and they hug you in all the right places. The quality of the leather, I have to say that I do miss this leather in newer cars, because this is proper leather that BMW used. Now we have this synthetic and crappy leather, but this is high quality leather. We do have this black rooftop because it's an M Sport, and all the M Sport cars come with this feature. This car has heated seats, and also you have dual climate controls for you and for your passenger. One thing that I like is the M Sport steering wheel, because this has perforated leather on the sides, and also the paddle shifters are in this beautiful and elegant aluminium trim. The dashboard, it's elegant and simple. If there's one thing that I don't like about this one, is the cheap plastic over here, but all of them have this kind of plastic, even the Audis and the Mercedeses, so this is something that you find in all of them. But I do like the climate controls. As I mentioned, you have dual climate controls for you and for the front passenger. You also adjust them from here. You can adjust the temperature. They have this beautiful aluminium trim that is covering these knobs. We have here the heated seats, and of course here we have the legendary cold and hot BMW system, which for the life of me I cannot figure it out even today how this works. But anyway, this is something that probably a BMW engineer knows. Right here we can lock and unlock the doors, and of course the traction control of this car can be switched off from this button over here. Right here we have the radio, and this car has a CD, of course, but also you can connect your Bluetooth with your phone with this car. This is the BMW CIC infotainment system, which is quite intuitive and easy to use. It's very user friendly. You have the navigation which has this cool 3D map. We do have the CD multimedia, which, as you can see, you can have Bluetooth, you have external device, as I mentioned, you have a USB port and auxiliary jack. Let's go in through the settings, because this is something that I like to poke my nose into. We have the control for the display. You can see the brightness, we have time, date, language, units, tone, which is interesting because this car has the BMW Hi-Fi system, which sounds really good. It's not like the Harman Kardon, but still this one sounds very nice due to the fact that it has subwoofers inside the car. Here we can adjust the warning speed, the climate, because this car has independent ventilation, and you can adjust the timer to start the heating of the car if you go out in a very chill morning. We have the lights, which you can control. This is something that all BMWs, almost all of them, have. You have the daytime driving lights, you have the welcome lights, and of course the triple turn signal that if you press this turn signal once, it's gonna blink 3 times, and after that it's gonna stop, which this is a nice feature because this is very hard to find. You know that BMW has this turn signal problem that when you put it down it goes and it's not stopping. Anyway, this was the infotainment system, and as I mentioned, it's quite easy to use. You can control the infotainment system from this knob here and from these buttons, and as I mentioned, it's very, very intuitive. Let's jump into the back seats of the BMW 3 Series. Even though I am 5.10, the access into the back seat is not that bad. So you just have to press this lever here. So you push a little bit the seat in front, and after that you just jump in the back of the 3 Series. Now back here, I do have to tell you that there's a decent amount of leg room. So if I close the seat like this, I do have a decent amount of leg room. But the thing is that this car, hey, another BMW bell. This car was made to carry 4 adults. So in the middle of the seats you have this central console, and you can actually put down the armrest. If there's something that I can actually moan about this, is the fact that you don't have any place to put drinks around here. So in the back seats you don't have any cup holders, which is a little bit annoying, but still you do have this climate vents here to provide heat or cold during the summer or the winter for the rear passengers. And also you have an ashtray. One interesting thing is that BMW, due to the fact that this is a sport seat, it doesn't have the light for the passengers to see where they are walking under the seats. So they placed the lights right over here, which is unique and a little bit interesting. Other than that, there's really nothing much going on into the rear seats of the BMW 3 Series. So it's comfortable, it's a nice place to be, but I would rather be in the driver's seat. So this car has a 2-liter diesel engine which develops 181 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque, which is quite good considering that this is not a very heavy car. One thing that I do like about it, it's the steering column. This one, it's not electrically powered or things like that, so it's purely mechanical and it feels very sporty. Now I have to excuse my voice because today was a very, very bad day for filming, and I'm a little bit, well, under the weather, let's say like this. I'm freaking sick. I have the perfect amount of flu inside my body that anyway, it's insane. So regarding the car, I do like it. It's the car that I would buy because it's cheap to maintain, it's fun to drive, it looks very good, and somehow it's the perfect balance between sportiness and comfort. Now the 19-inch wheels makes the ride quality a little bit harsh. Due to the fact that this one has the M Sport suspension, it's a little bit harsh. But if you want to have fun with it, it's the perfect car to get. Regarding comfort, the car is very comfortable for providing good ride quality for 4 adults. The materials are impeccable. The seats are really good. They hug you in all the right places. They offer a fair amount of lumbar support, and the leather is quite soft and gentle. Regarding practicality, well, this is a coupe, so it is what it is. If you don't buy this car to carry furniture with it or electronics like a fridge. You buy this car just to have fun with it, to take your girlfriend, wife or mistress and go devour the roads that are laid in front of you. Regarding the miles per gallon, this one does around 47 miles per gallon, which is quite economical. You have the power to go when you need it, but as well you got the balance of a low fuel consumption. The paddle shifters are brilliant. You do have this 6-speed gearbox from ZF, which is quite good. It changes gears real smoothly. Remember to service the gearbox, remember to service the car every 10,000 miles, like oils and filters and things like that, and you won't have any problems with it. Now, when you get to around 125,000 miles, 150, it's recommended that you change the timing chain. I had a lot of friends who had a lot of cars like this. I personally never owned a 3 Series E92, but you do need to change the timing chain. This is something that you need to do. It's gonna cost you roughly 1,000 pounds, which is not cheap. If you get a low mileage one, like this one, for example, it has 44,000 miles, then you don't have to worry about timing chain, you don't have to worry about anything else. So, long story short, if you want a fun car to have and to be noticed in, the BMW M Sport 3 Series is the car to get, and especially if you get the wacky color like this one. This marine blue is a brilliant color to have. It stands out and, well, it's more pleasant to the eye. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube videos. Press a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like my videos and my content, and there's a lot more coming. So in the meantime, all the best to you and see you soon.